Market update here on the 16. We're getting the move that I talked about in the last couple of videos. It's pretty awesome to see. Hopefully everyone made some money on some puts this week. The thing is, sometimes when you get these moves, it's tough still. It's still tough to make like tons of money on puts because you're guessing where it's going to end still, and you're also guessing your entries too. So it's not always easy, but if you made a lot of money this week, just taking the advice on all these plays, like a couple days ago, I said buy puts right here at 405. If you held all the way through, which I think is very unlikely, you could have made a ton of money. Of course, I sold at 400 the other day after this move. I was getting out of it because I didn't know for sure that we were going to come down here. But then after we got this move, it was pretty obvious we were probably going to go to the demand zone. So hopefully everyone did well. This move right here looks like a 5-wave move ending right here. If we go to the 1 hour, it's actually easier to see because you can see the green candles. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're currently on the 5th wave. Using the retracement on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that the target is about 380 on there, down to maybe 370, 751. But the 1.61 fib of the AB is also right at about 380. And if you look at the options chain, there's a huge put wall at 380 as well. So I would imagine we are not going to go below 380 today. I have an order for SPY shares at 380.16, which is exactly the 1.61 fib. If we get there, looks like it's bouncing now. Let's go over the waves on the 4th wave and just see where we're at. So I was looking at this. I think the most likely thing is this is actually 1, 2. So we have 1, 2 right here, and then we have 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 right here. And then this is the tricky part right here. It looks like it could be a 4th wave right here, but then we only get a move like this. I'm guessing this is the 4th wave ending right here. That's the most likely scenario. It would be a running flat. So this would actually be A, B, C, B, and then a C wave right here. I was looking at this also as potentially being a 1st wave, but the thing is, it looks like an ABC move. So then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. I'm guessing it's ABC right here, and we are making our final move down. Like I said, the targets are 380.16, the 1.61 fib, and also if I use on the 1 hour my fibs, those are the most likely targets. But this move also looks kind of weird too. I don't think this is an ABC move, but this is also coming up basically into where the 1st wave would end. So it's kind of tricky right now. I guess in the lower time frames, let's see if there can actually be ABC. No, I guess that's right. I don't know. This last wave is looking kind of weird though. You see how there's no 2nd wave, and this, if it was a 2nd wave, it's really short. This could be the bottom right here, or we'll have to just see. I mean, it's lower time frames, kind of hard to read, but 380.16 in the demand zone. We've already hit the demand zone. See how it bounces immediately after it hits the demand zone? So regardless of what this is, we're already in the demand zone. So if you're buying shares here, then you're probably going to make some money over the next like week or so, because we're most likely going to bounce. And let's say this is the bottom right now, and we're playing this like it's a 1st wave. Then the 2nd wave, we'd be looking for we'd be looking for a bounce to a minimum of 385.79 to 395.79 to 399.22. That would be a second wave. Or if I'm looking at the structure of this move right now, to be honest, it looks pretty bullish to me, to be honest. Because again, if this is the top right here, it's just a weird formation. The whole thing would be A, B, and then a short C wave. And the C wave wasn't even a 5-wave move. So this actually looks like A, B to me. So no matter how like bearish I was, like I said yesterday in the video, I'm selling my puts, which I sold them short of here too. Like I'm not perfect. I'm not selling them all in demand zone. I was scaling out on the way down. If I was up on some, I would sell some. So the demand zone is where you want to sell them, but sometimes it takes so much patience, and I don't have the best patience, and I can't. Not everyone's gonna be able to wait until the demand zone. Could have made crazy money if you did, and maybe that's a good like practice to know where your demand zone is and just say, no, I'm holding these no matter what until it gets to the demand zone. But it's easier said than done. It's very, very tough. So let's say the most likely structure of this is AB. And if we draw a parallel line, let's say this is the bottom right here. So it basically hit 381. Then you can draw your parallel line. 381 minus 348 is 33 points. So again, 33 points on top of this is still 342. And that's what we were talking about yesterday in the video. So 442. 442 happens to come around February 7th, 2023. So if that's the case, and that was the bottom today, or we can see later if it goes down a little bit lower, then we're looking for something like this. Just like that to February 6, 2023. And then that would be the end of the long drawn out B wave. So that's probably based on the structure, that's got to be the most likely scenario. The second most is we're playing this as the start of the move down. I'm probably still going to scale into some puts right here around 395 and 399, even if I think that this potentially is going to go to 442 and I would just get stopped out above here. But the best thing to do is, you got to remember, this is a 5-wave move. If we don't get an impulsive move off the lows, like a big impulsive move, 5-wave structure, then we know that it's more than likely going to be a second wave. So if we get this, then we know that it's most likely going to go to 442. If we get this to here, then we most likely know that the whole thing is actually going to be a 5-wave move. So 1, 2, third wave. So you got to watch the structure of the move off the lows from here to know what to do, basically. If we get impulsive, then you're probably going to want to be bullish. And in that case, you'd want to buy the pullback. So you might not want to buy the first wave, but on the pullback, you would buy, and then you put a stop below the low. It's pretty simple, really, if you just like look at the chart on lower time frames and try to figure out what the move is. So that's what I'll be doing. We're just kind of sitting here. I don't know. It's probably going to bounce into the day. The options was like 380, 384 for like a bottom, for a max pain. So we'll see what happens. But right now we are close to the 1.61 fib. We're in the demand zone. We hit it. Look for the bounce. Look to see what it does, and I'll keep you up to date after the market closes. Let me know if you have anything to say. Any comments? Did you make money on your puts that you bought up here? Hopefully everyone banked and we all made some good money. So I'll talk to you after the market closes.